Tes mic 1 2 3 1 2 3. Oke, halo guys, welcome back with me Fedelish, your online friend. So ya, hari ini kita bakal lanjutin chapter terakhir ya. Dan mungkin habis beres chapter terakhirnya kita nggak lanjut yang itunya dulu, kita mungkin free talk dulu. Nggak tahu deh chapter terakhir itu panjang atau enggak. Tapi harusnya bisa kelar sih dalam satu kali stream. Wait, aku buka HP dulu. And then, oke. So, kemarin kita sampai case yang agak unik. Jadi ini ngaku dia yang jadi pelakunya gitu loh kemarin. Si kakaknya yang minta tolong. Jadi adiknya yang minta tolong kemarin. Wait, sebentar. Oke. Bentar guys. Sebentar. Kamu kebuka cok. Oke, kita baca dari PC dulu. Hey, halo Naransia, welcome to the stream. Hai bang, halo Ahmad Raffi, welcome to the stream. Oke, wait. Actually aku lupa sih. Kita ini udah sampai mana? Terima kemarin kita nggak live ya. Oh iya, kali ini barangnya bisa di ini ya. Bisa diputer-puter gitu ya. Oke, 17. This is stated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Ashworth parked his car. If only he held up at a couple extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps it just goes to show you never know what will happen when you run a yellow light. Anjir, gak ada yang aneh sih. Ya, what a Ryzen. Could you take a look at this? Yes. Anjir. Nah, ini lebih ribet ya, bisa di-examine gitu ya. Apa ini? Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here. It looks like the names of all the previous. One guy's list a bunch of times. One Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner. Oh yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must be an amazing prosecutor. I would like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. When he says it, his name does have kind of a ring to it. Ya sini cok yang kemarin kan. Yang kemarin dia ini ya. Yang kemarin dia ciduk. Detention? Nggak bisa. Police Department. Nggak mau deh. Found in Mr. Ashworth's car. Stabbed with Mr. Ashworth's knife. What would drive Chief Prosecutor to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone must have a grudge against Mr. Ashworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence, yes, see? Poor Mr. Ashworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Mr. Ashworth. Ini coba. Detective Gumshoe, can you tell me about this? Hey, Paul, this is a detective ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it in to the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't he work? No, I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. Huh? Oh, korban. Yeah. That's what I thought. Oh, ini tadi udah ya? Wait, I didn't mean. I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Ashford. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Ashford, what could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Mr. Ashford. Oh, any? Hey, that's it. That's the King Prosecutor's award that Mr. Ashford got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, Paul. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten, anjir lupa cok. But I was proud of Mr. Ashford for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers must be because of the rumor. Yang bisa ditambah? Ah nih, Bruce Goodman. So this is ID card belong to the victim. He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? Apa yang aneh? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Iya sih. Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Oke, 2 tahun yang lalu. Evidence transversal. Mr. Ashworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor called him out there to the parking lot. And none is confessing as much. Edgeworth's trouble. Sorry. He's in a tough spot again. Oh iya yang ini. Well, it all started with the murder of the defense attorney Hammond. Mr. Ashford was found innocent. Listen, Paul, there have always been rumors about Mr. Ashford. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whisper rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one is whispering. They are practically shouting. Langsung udah shouting aja. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Ashworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that the people will be suspicious. Ah, I see. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, Paul. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Ashford is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Okay. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. I would prefer not to have to look at myself while I work. Wow, what an amazing bouquet. No kidding. Hey, there is a car on it. Back from the dad. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. Okay, there's something written on there. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy. Is the prosecutor in this office named Wendy? I don't think so. Oh, there are all case files. What's the prosecutor going to do when they get new files? Splendid, Mr. Rick. What an unusual observation. Ini kan udah ya? Ini udah seinget kemarin. Ini juga udah. $5,000? That's enough that I don't need my life appraised. Oh. Ooh. Detention? No? Good. Okay. What is this? A behavioral study of lawyer? Jujur cukup bingung ya. No, this isn't a credit card. It's an ID card. It belongs to detective. And now you're showing this to me, the lunch lady. Why? It's like showing a fine honey ham to detective. Udah kemarin. Ini juga udah. Oh, ini juga udah. Hah? Jujur bingung sih. Examine deh coba. Oh. Sumpah bingung ya. Wait. Oh, ini belum examine ya sini. I was wondering about that. What? The dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. Oh, buatan dia, anjir. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some design and I just did my thing, Paul. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. Wait, what? There's no switch, so it's just dance until the batteries die. Okay, great. Poor Blue Badger. Faded to dance until he drops. Tapi dia ada barang. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is... What was his name? The guy in the parking lot. That will be Officer Marshall. Hello, Maldo. Welcome to the stream. Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake. No, Jake's Marshall, just a regular officer from West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, Paul, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe. Okay. Receive the detective, Gumshoe, load the bearer. Okay, akhirnya kita dapat. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you are supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, Paul. Okay. It looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit. till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Ah, still here. Ah, hello. What a surprised looks. Did I mention apa tuh? I've got a boyfriend and criminal affair too. What the fuck? What happened to the security guard? Iya anjir. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall? Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Would you mind reading this for me? What is this? I warn you. Fan letter to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe, that old cow dog? He holding a birthday party or something. Huh. Look where it should say letter of introduction. Wait. It says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proof it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Iya, kalau salah berarti bener ya, Detective Gumshoe-nya ya. So better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a second. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. What the fuck? Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self. All this investigating are like settling land. Oh, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing these anymore. And discard it. Okay. Alright, comprende. Count 3. If you gotta do what you are going to draw evidence in someone, that's what we do in Texas. Reminds me never to visit Texas. Anjir. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite luxury car. It just screams I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Kapan live stream? Halo Mr. Rizik, welcome to the stream. Kita ini dulu. 675. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. 675 122. Apa itu? You're right. Let's see. Oh, S itu 7S bukan 75. 132. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Good man. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Rick? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for the detective reasoning, go to Ashworth, not Rick. I'm sure Ashworth wouldn't know what this means either. Anjir, ada orang melewatnya aja. This rope, is it? Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. They have got to be the only person I know that will come to that conclusion. Banyak yang bisa di ini. A block, this area reserved for prosecutor. Defense attorney are allocated to B block. I dream of the day when I will able to park my car here. I will go over to B block to buy my hamburger from you, Mr. Rick. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. An oil drum looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy, I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide. Okay, ini yang kemarin. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I couldn't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Itu menebak-nebak ya. Should we check it out? Check it out. Right, let's check it out. Ada strap? Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know? Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. Hello, Shota Cutie. Welcome to the stream. These are hard to come by, you know? I see the series is as popular as ever with the kids. This phone still on redial screen. Redial? Mr. Rick? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Oh, I'm sorry, it's just you never know with people from your generation. Anjir. Whatever. Let's check this phone out. You can call me Ania. Okay. Now to see who the owner of this phone call last. Note to self, a advanced attorney doesn't think first. He just push the button. Kocak anjir, selalu dicatat anjir. Beep. Anjir. Hey, that song. I know that. What's going on over there? Ah, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on their phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky. What? It's my sister. She apparently dropped it when she was taken in custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Gotta go. Okay. Ania, thanks for coming. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except, she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that, I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. I shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Berarti dia mencoba menelpon kita gak sih? I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. No phone. D-block is through there. I can see Launchlin car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see Car and cow munching down on a juicy looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Talk? The victim? Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner? Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star. One stab at the chest, a fine piece of work. This here is the autopsy report. Oke, kita dapat autopsy recordnya. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common. They probably worked together on a case a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot. So it seems like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Marshall, I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh, I was one of them fancy shoot detective till 2 years ago. They tell you the truth. Oh, jadi dulu dia ini detective. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just sure on hand right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do, nothing important. He's nothing but sad old cowdog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with Ashworth, huh? Ashworth. That cowdog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Guess he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Lana Sky, there is no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a goldmine of evidence against her. The prospector tomorrow is none other than Ashworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided. Bambina, many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, Is there something between Cop and her sister that I don't know? Apologies, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blow through the prospector office. Dry wind or ill? Well, someone's up to something here, but who? Suspicions about Mr. Ashworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable? That is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? There are prosecutors we are talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Ashworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits, untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector, Lana Sky. My sister? Ashworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What they are saying, Ashworth was making deals to win trial. Where there's gunshot, there's bound to the bullet. That's why the old-timer says, there's big old secret hidden around here somewhere, everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Ashworth? So well, how are we doing, Mr. Rick? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem, I can guarantee that she's not a criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's still Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. 5/8 just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talk about? He hung up right away. I see. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is stopped is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. To be continued. Ding 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 ding. Okay, February 23. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome, I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Rick, let me offer you a word of advice. A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to the trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Kita udah dikasih kode. Miss Kai, you remind me a lot of Mia, but there's no decisive difference. But there's one decisive. That's it. You're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Rick. Okay. My first trial without a Faye helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there, so I have to discover the truth all by myself. Iya, nggak ada Faye, cok. Nggak ada Mia. Let's do it, Mr. Rick. I'll be with you the whole way. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lanaskoi. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Ashworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feeling will not be part of the proceeding today, Mr. Rick. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hand, not those of anyone else. What, Mr. Ashworth? Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecution's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. Suddenly, I feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime, a professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Ashworth. Prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Star, to the Sun, the Cuff-Up Queen. Haven't I seen you somewhere? Waduh, kok dia bisa tahu? Kok dia pernah lihat? Kok bisa? You ordered a caviar lunch, right? The judge is really wolfing it down. Oh, and for you, I have a Fiesta Bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? And you, sir. Dikasih makanan juga. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is what everyone rave about caviar. It's so tasty, it hurts. I always thought caviar will taste like pickle top. Nah gitu dong. What the heck does pickle tapioca taste like? Iya anjir. Name, profession, no. Udah marah deh. Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running lunch then these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Ashworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Malah makan aja, sebut-sebutnya makan gitu. Hurry up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angela Starr was a special investigator with the police. He was a first-rate homicide detective. But what? Miss Starr was a detective. Kenapa nih? Si kakek baru ingat kah? I know who you are. Cough up, Queen Angel Star. Your Honor, long time no see. But very well, you may continue with the description. Just who is this lady? Iya, ini siapa, Cok? Ini siapa aja? If I might have the court attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. Yang A sama B. Cuman crime scene-nya di A. B block is for visitors and client. A chain divider separates 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitor from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes? Hello fun, welcome to stream. The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Okay. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. Who was the valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Parking lot floor plans added to the court record. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Rick, I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor loser are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush that little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your words, Miss Starr. Wait, are they talking about me? Okay, coba. Somehow I always knew a day like this will come, okay. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. Siapa boyfriend? When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to Gary's car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. As you can see, there's no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife, which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound. Very well, Mr. Rick, you can Coba kita press dulu ya. Somehow. Okay. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenience evidence at their win. Killing of a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Mrs. Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutor? Iya, I thought that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutor over there, I'll still be one. Laid off. He was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I'm a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. For a while, you may continue, Miss Stars. I was on my way. His boyfriend, his detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend. You have several? Yes, his boyfriend, that boyfriend, the other boyfriend. Lon. Here to join? And yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicant. I'll stick with the launches, thanks. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. The security guard the security guard room is in in A blocks. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That will be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchbox by car? Since I am a visitor now, I park in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honored detective intuition at work. You sensed something, so you're saying you had premonition of the murder. It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes, it was like the feeling you get when you feel a pumpkin chock full of seed. I have no idea what that means. Yeah, speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, was also a detective. Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. Ah, a young cheese? A young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy, with experience on the stress, a green horn. Then I must be hard yellow and sharp as a tack, with the odor of an old cheese to match. In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garage car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand, and she thrust the pointed tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Rick. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty foul to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our hat cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that. When I sense something, you may to buy. By Gary's car, you mean Mr. Atworth's car? Yes, Mr. Atworth. Incidentally, the knife which stabbed the victim was also Mr. Atworth, wasn't it? Indeed, it was. Oh, what an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you're sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we are doomed. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms, ergo, you're a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Rookie. Unless you're willing to risk the consequence of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. I believe I heard. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are home. A photograph? You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snapped. I took the picture. In fact, one of my lunch boxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness? Why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I will show it to you? A prosecutor, think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Okay. Oh, that is unmistakably Lana Sky. So that was the defendant doing at the time. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodsman's chest. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Rick, you can make it. You said that before, anything else? Scientifically speaking, Mr.'s testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this my... Santai dong, anjir. Ini orang ini mulu, anjir. Hold it. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. I will say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Ashworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are, by nature, well served in the location of a man. What the fuck? I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad, Surprise said. You can testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding the knife. What then? Then she thrust the pointed tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. It's only a flesh wound. Anjir nih orang. Jadi right hand. Ini. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop the crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I say, it's only a flesh wound. Of death, loss of blood from chest wound. Wound was caused by a Tapi di sini kiri kan, teman. And you witnessed this. He saw Mrs. Sky stab the victim with the knife. As I've already said, yes, I swear, and on my final salmon swear lunch. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. Then why is holding a knife? Yeah. Mr. Ashworth, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Ashworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind. What do you mean? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. After the stabbing. And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. You see the dark crimson stain? But it's a black and white photograph. Yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Rick, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Rick, are you going to just sit there and take this kind of abuse? You got a better idea? Objection. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony, namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear, my apologies. That's it. If you run out of lunch, you order second, problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo size lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understand Understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was calculating like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hand in the photograph. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber? Most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. You see. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a series of events. Witness, add this to your testimony. Coba press. Halo Supri, welcome to the stream. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves like driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves, the kind used for autopsies. In the other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, he came to the murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Star. This is bad. He's got them thinking this was all planned. If you can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this was unpremeditated. It's only a flash wound, Mr. Rick. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Star's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty follow to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Wait, rubber. Hey, maybe he spent his weekend at Ashworth in the wild. Okay. Are you kidding? I always picture him as okay. The murder was planned. The rubber glove perfect. Nggak saya kasih ini. Alah. Oke. Masa ini? Lah, kenapa? Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living. You know? That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed. It is my knife. What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belongs. The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, Rookie? In your testimony, you stated Delana Skies planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon. Oh. This knife has just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget a weapon. Whoa. Order, order, order. Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Rick. My sister is as good as free. Rick, I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail, but it should a hole in the whole premeditated theory. The prosecution will care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is the lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Sky, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution needs proof. Nothing else. Very good. Mr. Prosecutor, I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned the killing. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing? I believe I would like to hear your testimony again. Witness. But please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really, no. Angel's deduction. Lana Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutors had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? If so, if I order pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. Lana Sky intended to murder. Kenapa? You said that, but you haven't told us how you know. That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie. I believe what she just said was a mere prelude to the story she's about to tell. Try not to interrupt her again. Rookie. Never interrupt a storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of the oven half-baked. Something's half-baked here, alright, and it's you. Try not to confuse the defense. Witness, they are not very quick on their feet. Now, why did you believe the suspect had intention to murder? Her actions speak for themselves. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor has a grudge. What kind of grudge? Well, I wouldn't know that. Of course you don't. That's because you didn't have grudge. Rookie. I have a lunchbox here, no? What's inside? How am I supposed to know? See? We agree there is a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you agree? I get it. That's why my lunch was so salty. This judge isn't very good with metaphors. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Will you tell us your basis for thinking this? It's simple. Nothing else could drive the human machine plunge the knife in again and again. Human machine? That's a contradiction. Please, can't you find a fault with something of substance, Mr. Rick? Mr. Adsworth, smell like citrus fruit. You say again and again. How many times did she stab him exactly? We often chop into 1,000 pieces, but we don't actually mean. What difference does it make if the deed is done? Okay, let's just say she stabbed him several times, and if leave it at that. This is a murder case. You should speak up if you have an objection, you know? Okay. The short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax. Even a really short wick will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. Ini ya. Cuman single stab. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise, I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Stars. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to loss of blood from one stab wound. Aha, you're right. Good show, Mr. Ashworth. What a hunk. He's my hero, really. What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness. You got a crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. Now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood. When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splatter blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. A rat muffler. Looks like blood to me. That's how the ghastly. Hold it, her rat muffler. It's like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck, so she can easily hang at the moment notice. I suppose she's right. Was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for a splattered blood? Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib. A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten. Sometimes, actually. I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. I believe Miss Star isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. It's our chance. Chance for what, I wonder? Turned out to be sure temper as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. The short wick buns out the fastest. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size? Ini yang tadi. Di sini kan nggak ada scarfnya tapi. Miss Star, I demand. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or a muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim, and you prove it yourself with a photograph, huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations, perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Ashworth prevailed. What was my objection? Chopped liver? But it was there, a scarf. No, not that, but something red, really. Well, now, where were we now? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? For what? Witness, continue your testimony. You saw the crime. They apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember something securely, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. The most important part. The part where your sister stabbed the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of the truth. Okay. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Oh yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. Futile. You're quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a cobra, bite like I strike like a snake, bite it like a cobra. That's me, Angel Stars. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is kind of snake. Don't bother me with the details, unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Not to self. Mr. Rick is weak against poisonous snake bites. But her efforts were in vain. He knocked my hand aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum, hard to imagine. And she's beautiful but deadly. A predator this is. A leopard woman. Rawr. Very well. Mr. Rick, your cross-examination if you will. Apprehending the suspect. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused. In my earlier testimony, the chief prosecutor made to escape but against Angel Star. After that murder, the suspect attempted to run behind the partition. So where is this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. There is a wall there about 6 feet high. She's obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did she do then? I quickly caught her. You say quickly, were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her. Sudah coba yang ini tadi kita ini. Hello, you can call me William. Halo Maldo, welcome to the stream. Kenapa ganti nama lagi kamu Maldo? I would like to see this on the floor plans just to be safe. Lunchland car was... He was a visitor, thus he was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here. I will make it about 30 feet from the car, yes? Is that correct, Miss Star? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. Amazing, the cuff-up twin lunch lady athlete indeed. It will have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, but she couldn't haven't gotten my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high too. How did Miss Sky not get away? Got to take a bath, Dada. Okay, Omaldo. She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say? I remember exactly. I will have told you in my testimony. Kiki. Anyway, all I heard her say that the word was the word muffler. Is that one word? So what you heard then? So what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Becoming. My phone? Do you mean the cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately, my memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see? No, the court doesn't see, Miss Star. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Luckily, it was out of order, and so she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. But witnessing, whatever happened to good testify. You should of course add this to your testimony. The things to do, please, this rookie defense attorney. I saw it all. Coba kita press yang ini. How she tried the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? I was going to ask the same thing. I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. Anjir. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. He picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. During that time, you climb over the chain link fence. Then when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this. What is it, Mr. Wright? He made to escape. Can you be more specific? He brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a plate of foie gras. He even kicked over an oil drum at me. An oil drum. But it's strange, that's it. If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? The other? The parking lot entrance. That's right. It doesn't make any sense that she will run from behind the partition to the oil drum. Excellent, more mysterious. I wish we could solve a few before finding more though. The sky tried to run. I'm sorry, my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Rick. Not as sorry as I am. But she didn't do it. You have to believe me. Masuk ke sini. Oleh. Apa ya? The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against... Wait, ketahuan bentar deh. Ketahuan bentar, guys. Oke, I'm back. Ini yang mana ya? Kenapa dia lari ke partition ya? Click her. Explain her rights to her. Explain her rights to her and arrested on the spot. Telepon. Dari situ. Bisa juga nggak? He mentioned the muffler. Kenapa dia mention muffler? He mentioned the muffler? So halo Nepu, welcome to the stream. Alay. I don't think that won me. Harusnya HP ya sih. Wah, sidang yoi. Salah lagi. Made escape but the angel star. Parking lot. Leave her alone. Ya, gagal ya. Ya, ngulang dong. Ngulang bre. Ya, cepetin lah. Guilty, tidak. Ngulang. Oke, ini kita cepetin aja, nggak usah baca karena tadi udah. Ini cukup udah panjang sih. Tadi udah lebih dari udah jauh sih. Ini cepetin. Ini cepetin. Oke. Meskipun lupa ya tadi ini yang mana yang perlu di press gitu. Hold it. Kita cepetin. Udah dipecat ya kan. Ini yang banyak boyfriend gitu kan. Hold it. Ya, tadi juga udah. Hold it. Halo, welcome to the stream. Habis berpart-part kah? Oke, fotografnya dikasih. Tadi udah. Oke. Holding. Oke, ini udah. Terus kalau nggak salah ini kasih foto ini ya. Iya, betul. Ya udah. Objection. Nah lo. That's it. If you run out of lunch, you order blah 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 blah. Din 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 din. Ini tadi. Oke, ini juga udah. Oke, ini juga udah. Nih yang kalau nggak salah yang tusuknya dia bilang berkali-kali ya. Tapi harusnya tusuknya sekali doang gitu. Ini. Ring. Oke. Tok. Ini kasih foto. Nah, baru ya abis ini ya. Abis ini baru yang giliran kita tadi. Ya, terakhir tadi sampai sini kalau nggak salah. Ternyata dia kabur. Ah iya, sampai sini tadi. I quickly caught her. Gini. Her phone. Ultimately, my memory. It's like a salmon. So she used a cell phone. You should of course add this to your testimony, the things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. Itu udah dipakai. Arrested her on the spot. Enam sampai 7S. Salah ini pasti. Apa ya? Bingung juga, Cok. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to. After the murder, suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. Oh yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. Kan lagi di arrest. Gimana dia ngomong? I saw it all, how she tried but had to use her cell instead. Salah ya? Harusnya nggak kelihatan gak sih? Oh iya. First, the chief prosecutor, but against Angels, the resistance is futile. Ini udah nggak mungkin. Investigator ID card. Ini juga kayaknya harusnya nggak dulu dipakai. Hah? After the murder, the suspect attempt to run behind the partition. Partition off to her side. Okay. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to let her add to her, and arrested her on the spot. Okay. Oh yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. Udah tadi. I saw it all. Salah lagi nih. Apa ya? The chief prosecutor made it. Attempted to run behind a partition. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Is that correct? Yes. I went over it, of course. Amazing. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet. How did not get away? Wait. Kita perlu berpikir dulu, Cok. Anjir lah. Apa ya? Traces of victim's blood, no prints. Pilih yang apa ya? Bingung juga, teman-teman. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Udah, kita pakai teori save dulu deh. Cukup panjang ternyata ya. Coba ini. Alah. Halo Heli, welcome to stream. Anjir lah. I quickly call her. Taken by Angel Star after a crime was committed. Apa ini ya? Salah ya? Anjir lah. Salah bre. Bisa juga cok. Hahaha. Quickly call her. Ini udah. Gunakanlah walkthrough agar cepat tamat. Kalau pakai walkthrough ngapain main anjir? Victim's memo found in the car trunk. Ini harusnya belum butuh sih. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. I have to use. Oh. The chief prosecutor made to escape. Apa ya? An hour and a half of 4 p.m. This guy tried to run. Bukan press doang ya? It was terrible. She even kicked over an oil drum at me. There was an oil drum lying, but it's strange. What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run? The other, the parking lot entrance. That's right, it doesn't make sense that she will run from behind. Excellent, more mysteries. Coba yang ini kasih fotonya. Oleh. Salah lagi anjir. Gailah. Ribet amat, Cok. Yang kayak sini. That's right. She's obviously trying to hide herself. I quickly caught her. Press her. Oke. Iya, nggak bakal bisa. Oh, when I arrested her, I remember she mentioned the muffler. Itu udah juga kan? I saw it all, how she tried to phone on the wall but had to use their cell instead. I was going to ask the same thing. Okay. And during that time, we climbed up. Okay. And then when I boldly grabbed her arm, okay. Oh, dimatiin. Jujur cukup bingung sih. Jujur cukup bingung, cok. Bukan ya? Titik 1 jika mau aku bantu. Ya. Salah juga. And explain her right to her. Amat. Ah iya. Bingung, cok. Caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. Attempt to run behind the partition. Apa ya? Gak ada yang berlawanan gitu. I quickly caught her. Enggak. Nah iya. Muffler. Apa ya? Bingung. How she tried the phone on the wall but had to use her cell instead. Jujur susah sih yang kali ini sih. And arrested her on the spot. Lu punya hak apa nih? After the murder, suspect attempted to run murder behind partition. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Kan kayak mana ya? Kayak nggak mungkin anjir yang ini. Gua gagal lagi. Ah iya. Kayaknya apa? Kasih dia gambar peta. Kasih dia gambar peta di sini. Oh, gagal. Next coba. Oke. Iya. Attempted to run behind the partition. Pas lagi nelpon. Gak dapet cowok, nggak bisa cowok. Iya. Banget ya. Coba buka percakapan sebelumnya bang. Mana bisa? Yang paling pertama. Next, I quickly call her. Nah, padahal harusnya ini nggak bisa nangkep dia. Kalau cara dia harus manjat. Oh yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. Padahal dia nggak bawa muffler si cewek yang ngono. Dikasih foto yang dia nggak bawa muffler ini. Lagi. Saw it all. How she tried the phone on the wall but had to use her cell instead. Nah, kenapa ini? otomatis. Loh. Have to conclude, you have a personal grudge. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Who will have thought you will be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Star, this is a foul contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen. Nah, makanya tadi gue mau jawab yang ini, nggak bisa lihat itu, Cok. Tapi kenapa? Berarti salah ininya ya? I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. Whoa! Order! What is the meaning of this? The pimple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lines, she's coughing up lies. That's quite a claim, Mr. Rick. Coba lebih aku kan ya guys ya. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. I can't afford to get this wrong. What she saw, where she saw it. But it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it will be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it. Pointless to see it. Let's say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It will mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location. A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Rick. Just where was the wit? Did not point in one direction. Was here a security room gak sih? This is only place where she could have been. The security guard room? Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. You'll have been able to see the emergency phone from there. Why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Star, how many years have I been getting the better of men to think that the tables could be turned? Today, a man has got the better of Angel Star. What the fuck? Order, witness. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. Now do what I must to make sure justice prevail. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Rick, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense. People have to say she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. The truth is still stunned. It's still stunned. I disagree. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Rick. Me? Who else? Mr. Rick, let's review what we know. Miss Star witnessed this crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must have... view. What the angle at which she saw will change. The angle, what do you mean? The security guard station is on the second floor, and she will have sort of a more pretty view from the crime. And this is important. Why? Anjir, salah bre. Distance berarti ya. The distance between I don't see that will change what she could see. What she saw is not in question here. What matters the time it will take her to reach the scene of the crime. But to Miss Star, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime? Where you arrested Miss Sky? Well, witness, you, yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&G lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for a boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass wall station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running toward the scene, but the door was locked. I couldn't open it. I'm ready to go. That's why I had to go through the visitors' parking. That's quite a detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes? This changed things considerably, but it was the woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. You have point, but the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. To do something. There's an objection lah. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time if you like it al dente. I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots. Ricky? A 5 minutes blank, isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? I guess I'll flee the scene. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instinct of a killer. You will run. But this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Iya sih. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. Witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Ashworth is the next witness ready to go. Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did a whisker that can shot, Mr. Rick. That was too close. I'm afraid that the cough up Gwen has been dethroned, and with that, court is adjourned. Anjir, ada hold it, anjir. Mr. Ashworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? I prefer not to take the defense team's leftover. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunch boxes? My apologies, but we have no further question to ask you, Miss Star. Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo! A triple decker. What the fuck? Out of difference to the witness determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What she's going to pull out of her lunchbox this time. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe, I did not bring this up. 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other's blood type matched that of the defendant of Miss Lana Sky. His shoe proved its flawless decisive evidence. What? There was a blood found on that shoe? A lunch land for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Ashworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed. Didn't I mention I have 3 boyfriends in forensic? In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In the other word, the shoe is illegal evidence at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Ashworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Ashworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective, as I mentioned previously. The shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensic department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. When the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Ashworth? No. Is that right, Mr. Rick? It seems so. Ashworth is looking pretty sullen. Gotcha. You could at least study some evidence law, really. The prosecution's complaint notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Very well, Mr. Rick. Waduh. Save dulu. Nyawanya tinggal 1. Ini udah jauh, cok, soalnya, cok. I wasn't looking the crime scene. Hold it. So you brought it to the forensic department? If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you needed proof. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. The man was stabbed, after all. And the blood belonged to the victim. 2 types of blood. You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, Ricky? Well, speak up. Well, blood comes in 4 types. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Rick. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types, which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just 1 person. Or so I hear. That's pretty specific. I have gotten the DNA test, but they say there's very little doubt it could be anyone's but Miss Lana Sky's. Okay, that ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. Tapi nggak ada darah di sepatunya. Yang sepatu ini nggak ada darah. Unfortunately for you, the shoe is far from being perfect evidence. What? The shoe directly contradicts what we know about the crime. The shoe doesn't fit. Order, order. You're claiming there's a contradiction with the shoe. As I said, the shoe doesn't fit what we know about the scene of the crime. Well, let's hear what Mr. Rick has to say about the shoe. What about this shoe contradicts what we know about the crime? Here was the problem. Putihnya apa merahnya nih mending guys? Coba ya ini. Problem with here, where, fake. Ya, halo Takoya, welcome to stream. Apa kita ambil yang putihnya ya? Kocak, udah bener tebakannya. Apa ya? Amat kayak itu another ending. Hah? Another ending? Ini sih. Anjir. Oh maksudnya ending bad ending ya? Ending guilty. Rejection. Harusnya warna putihnya gak sih atau darahnya lah? Masa ini? The problem lies in the footprint. Oh iya, harusnya ninggalin jejak kaki ya. Note the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprint found by the scene of the crime? Haha. As you can see, there were no traces, any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe. This picture only shows part on the part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Well, then where are they, Mr. Ashworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Yes, eh? Order. Well, witness. What, huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction, but when we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint, it's true, there has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright. Think. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. Okay. What? I see, now I get it. Okay, what? Our witness is more diffuse than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There's one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. He knocked my hand aside, kicked over an oil drum. Ah, she's beautiful, but deadly. Huh? I thought that was strange, things for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now witness, allow me to question as a very simple. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Ashworth. The apple, you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? Was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Rick? Do you want to know what the reason she knocked it over? The real reason. Aha, you don't mean. Yes, the suspect knocked over the oil drum for one reason. To erase the bloodstain that will become evidence against her. That ties things up quite nicely. Waduh. Then after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why? That's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Kaya's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she will cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe. Well, see no reason to prolong. Mr. Rick, do something, please. What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it, but... Enough. There's no need further debate. The verdict, Your Honor? But Angel Star is on the prosecution side. You could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant. Little girl, what did you say? May, did you say that I was on the prosecution side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. I thought you had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberate is past. Any further commands and you will be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the cough up queens. Look at this. A photograph? I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest. The white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Rick, wait. Look at the asphalt in the photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace dug from the coal mine. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Rick, I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it's him. This is why your sister wanted that anyway. I'm sorry, Mia. Rick, whether or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. Okay. Oh, objection. Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdict in peace anymore? No, it can't. Then it will be too late. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So Rick, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of Yeah, I'll think later. There's a problem. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Rick. Show the court the problem. Bagian ininya nggak sih? Masa bagian wetnya? Coba bagian airnya. Well, it's probably here, don't you think? I believe he's trying to say that's one. Open your eyes, think specifically. Sa kaki sini. Well, it's probably here, don't you think? Apa anjir? Bagian mana anjir? Ininya. Well, it's probably here. Ah, yang mana anjir kayak gitu? Kok nggak pakai darah sini? Oh, mayatnya nggak sih? Posisi mayatnya beda anjir. Knalpotnya bang. Oh ini. The problem is in the photograph is here. What is this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait, Iya lu bener anjir, Om Aldo. Tapi emang ada sesuatu sih, Your Honor. You said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. Muffler is also part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Is think of it as part of exhaust system, a pipe. Oh, I see. Was the suspicious looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there is something sticking out of the muffler? What does have to do with this case? Nothing, absolutely nothing. Sorry, Miss Star, it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear. Tell us why you think. Miss Star, recall your testimony for the court. When I arrested, she mentioned the muff. That's why. Muffler, yeah. Could that be that muffler you heard mentioned? Was actually this pipe exhaust. If so, that means this piece of clothes is vital evidence. Oh! Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceeding. Suspend, I will. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me that clothes. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Ooh, that was close. But we made it, at least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30 minutes recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry? To be continued. Wes, kita kayaknya bakal end sampai sini deh. Kita bakal sebut nama. Ada Om Aldo, ada Om Kepler, ada Om Nara, ada Biru Dongo, ada Om Heli, ada Lord, ada Fun, ada Shoto, ada XSB, ada Daransia, ada Ahmad Raffi. So ya, thank you banget yang udah mampir dan juga menemani stream kali ini. Sorry banget cuman bentar, besok mau bangun awal. So ya, thanks for watching. Tamat ya? Belum. So ya, thank you buat yang udah mampir dan juga menonton stream kali ini. Thanks for watching and see you guys in the next stream. Bye bye.